Oh, look, six is
It went right to the bottom, huh?
what is right? That's an egg.
That's an egg, totally. That's an egg. It went right to the bottom. And what do you think? Do you think we could do anything to this water? Change the water to make this egg float? Yeah?
Use the purple light.
What do you think, Jacob?
I would put salt on it so it can hold up stuff.
Oh,
Hold up stuff.
put felt around the egg? What else? We have another idea?
I think that
Donovan?
I would take something that floats like wood and then put the egg on the wood and then it would float.
Give it like a boat.
Yeah.
Micah.
Float. I knew if it will float, but
Would you change anything to the water to make it different, to make it egg float? What do you think you could change to the water?
we change the water to make it float or something,
Yeah. What do you think we
or
could do
make
with
it
it?
different.
Do you have an idea of what we could add to it? Or you're still thinking? Still thinking?
Alright.
Okay.
Well, I brought some salt. Everybody's got salt at home, right?
Yeah.
I brought
Let's
some
use the
with me
salt.
today. Yeah. And so can I have 3 volunteers? We're going to have some experiments here that you guys could do. Can I have Micah and Madison and Jordan? All right. So we've got 3 cups here. We're going to put this is our regular water. It's going to have no salt. So we're going to put our egg in it. Whoop! And so I need you guys we're going to put 3 different amounts of salt. So we're going to do a half a cup of salt. That's the most that we've got. We're going to do half of that, which is a quarter cup of salt here. And then an 1/8 of a cup of salt, even less. So you guys can put that in. Mike, if you want to do the half cup. And Jordan.
I can see that.
Do this one.
So do we have to put the salt?
Yeah,
I can't
pour it in. Mix it up.
No. You have to put the whole gallon.
The whole thing. You got your sticks. All right, and mix. Got our scientists mixing up our solution here. We're gonna mix. It's gonna take a little while because salt takes a while to dissolve in water. It's cool. What do you guys observe about the water? Does it look different?
It looks foggy.
It looks foggy,
Foggy.
right?
Good word.
Yeah, it looks foggy.
Kind of looks like milk?
The one that
Did it turn it
Jordan
into milk?
is mixing it with-
No? Okay.
It looks like milk. I mean,
It looks like it, right? Mm-hmm.
And Micah looks like milk too.
Yeah.
Micah's looks like milk. What do you guys think will happen to the eggs when we put them in these different amounts of salt water?
Think it's going to make a change?
Yeah. No.
No? No change?
No.
No? It's going to just sink like that one?
Yeah, that's a
No?
That's a good hypothesis.
What do you think will happen?
Because it is all depending on the egg.
It depends on the egg. That's a great idea. Okay.
Because salt is just little. It doesn't create a boat for it to float.
Right, it's not a
Oh.
boat. That's a great idea. That's a great hypothesis. We're gonna test it. What else? Who else has an idea?
I didn't have an idea, but I was gonna say, can I eat the egg when we're done? Is
It's good protein, right?
that a yes or
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. That's what you do.
What if it's rotten?
Keep stirring, my scientists up here. Keep stirring. You're doing
You just have to crack it and put it in a pan.
well. Luckily, these are boiled eggs. So.
I love
Madison, make sure you reach all the way down to the bottom to stir. Madison, get all the way to the bottom there. See it move? See it mixing?
Madison looks a little.
And so
A little clear? Wait, why would hers be a little more clear than that
We've
one?
been mixing now for
Why?
about 2 minutes.
yeah, it takes a while.
She didn't put
There's
that.
still salt on the bottom.
Oh, she didn't have as much salt as his, so hers is still a little bit clearer than his. Interesting.
What do you guys notice about this setup here? Did we keep a lot of things the same or a lot of things different? What did we
A lot of things.
You can see the salt, yeah.
Well, a lot of it's the same because they're the same salt, but they just have different clearance. Because the first one's clear, the second one's clear, a little clear, and the third one's not clear.
That's right. Well, that's true too. But did you notice all the cups are the same? And the amount of water that we're using is the same. And the only thing we've changed, what's the only thing we've changed?
What?
Is
the amount of salt.
That's right. So when you're doing an experiment, it's really good to keep everything the same except the one thing you're curious about, the one thing you're testing. So today we're testing salt. And if the salt changes,
And they
whether
stop
the egg's
mixing
going to
now.
float. What's that?
And they stop mixing
Hey,
now.
check it out though. We have one clear cup, and one is almost clear, and that one is still going. So we're gonna try and mix it a little bit more. I know it takes a while, doesn't it?
Well, I'll just do it. Yeah, I'm starting. I'm getting hungry looking at that. Yeah. When I look at food for a while, I want to get
It's already
hungry.
soggy.
Hers is clear, right? She did it.
The egg is getting soggy.
Is it getting soggy? Do eggs get soggy?
Just take it out. It looks like it's getting soggy.
Yeah.
I want to see what it looks like. It's getting soggy.
It's getting salty.
Salty? You think it's going to get salty? It'll change the egg?
Oh, look. It looks like it's bended.
It looks different, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you remember that word? Refresh.
Refraction.
Great job.
I remember, I think on a YouTube video that.
Can I just have you guys step back here so we can thank you,
I
friends?
remember I heard on a YouTube video that the ships that rescued the Titanic couldn't get there quickly enough because of light refraction or something.
Nice. Light refraction, same thing. Great job.
The most
A
clear.
little bit longer, but we can try the eggs. What do you guys think? Should we try the eggs?
Yeah.
So Ms. Romero asked if we can put the
near the microphone, like where she's talking.
Okay, so let me sometimes do this and see if that
Yeah,
fix it up a
elevate
little bit better.
These eggs that are about the same size.
Salty
We're trying to
egg.
fit the same.
Madison has clean water.
Yeah.
Madison
So
has.
take out your
Look at that, that's floating. Where is it floating? It looks like it has.
What made that possible? What made that possible? What made it possible?
It was that.
What made it possible? What made that happen? What do you think? What do you think? Why did that happen? So you're telling.
What do you think happened? You guys did this experiment. You guys put different amounts of salt water. Is there a difference between this one and this one, or do they look about the same?
They look about the same, but that one's higher because it has more salt, and that one's lower. And it also spills.
It's spilled a little. What about that one? What do we observe about that?
Just
last
move over a little bit. Thank you,
Well,
baby.
that one is there. That one's the lowest.
For a minute.
Yeah, that one
It's
has
still
the lowest.
floating, right?
It's a little bit floating.
It's still a little bit floating, but it's kind of dipping, isn't it? It's going lower.
That looks sick, actually.
Yeah. So how do we, my scientists are here. How would we measure the difference?
It looks like the egg longer.
You think it looks like it made it longer? Do you think it's growing in the water?
How do we measure it?
It kind of looks like it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? You want to come stand? Come. You think?
That refraction, yes.
Oh, the refraction of that way we can see it. Yes. I love it.
So what do you guys think? What do we learn from this? What conclusions can we make?
Monkey is
experiment.
Did we change the water?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
By how?
Because the salt makes it I'll do this.
So by changing the water, how? I'm sorry, repeat that, Matthew. Finish your thought.
Because the salt makes it up and then
Mixed up with what?
mix it up with salt.
The salt mixed up with what?
The water. Mix it up with water. It looks like the last one is gone. A couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Then put the egg in. And then the egg.
Yes.
I think it looks like salt's still there. But the other things are there.
So my friends, my scientists, how about we all get back to our seats?
Everyone return to your space. Friends, listen.
When you put your sticks down, put your eggs back in the water so we can look at
Is that three things?
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you, friends. Thank you.
I thought that
Oh, I see. What did it get?
What did we learn? What do you guys wonder about? So we learned, yes, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, you want to do another experiment. So let's see. Does this one was floating, right? This one is sinking. Do you want to try this one? So come around here, my scientist.
Henry, I can't see.
Hold on.
Let everybody sit down so we can see.
So it worked for the egg.
Work for this.
Will it work for the stone?
No.
Ah.
Oh, but was this?
Well, that one was floating already, so it's probably gonna float. Okay, good.
That's someone's car keys.
Yes. Friends, please stop. Listen.
Back to your seat.
Everyone back to your space.
You're floating too. We tried salt in our water, right?
Shh. Listen.
We tried salt in our water. Do you wonder if anything else might make it float? How else can we change water to see if it would make it float? Yes, Matthew.
Because if you add more salt, it will still float.
Yeah. More salt floats.
Maybe we can put water and put sugar in.
Oh.
Sugar rush.
What if we added
Listen,
sugar
listen.
instead
Do you
of salt?
think that would make a change?
Oil.
What do you think would happen?
Maybe.
Listen. Stop.
You think the sugar would work just like the salt? It's kind of like a crystal. Well, guys, I happen to have some sugar with me.
Have a seat. Have a seat.
Jacob's
Have a seat.
opposite, so let's let him try it. We're gonna use this water.
I have Do you
We're gonna
have
try some
oil?
sugar. Thank you, my scientist. We're gonna try. Let's do.
Do you have oil?
This is sugar. I don't have oil. I just brought sugar. Why don't you try that?
That looks big.
Yep.
I know what it looks like.
Yeah. So science is all about asking questions and trying stuff out. It's really fun.
Or you could add flour.
Or you can add flour. That's another experiment you can do at home.
It looks like sugar on the bottom.
Yeah.
Or you can add sugar.
Yeah, we're adding sugar right here.
Maybe you could add one drop of food coloring and then mix it up so it would be a color, and then put the egg in for 1 hour maybe, and then take it out and see if it's
And
colored.
see what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Matthew, you've been having your hand up for a long time.
Listen.
Well, we're gonna let Jacob do this. He's testing his idea. That's so cool.
Me too. Here, I do too.
Listen.
It's dissolving!
Stop.
It's dissolving.
Yep, go
It's
put it.
dissolving!
It's dissolving. It's dissolving. Yes,
It's
June.
dissolving
Good. And so at home, you could test a lot of different ideas. And when you're testing, we want to sort of make observations like we did with the eggs and write them down. Write down or draw what you saw, what you observed. So you can say, what would we say about these 3 cups of salt? What could we say? What could we write that we observed about the 3 cups of salt water? Go ahead, Nellie.
They did all dissolve and all
dissolved and
all of the eggs floated.
all of the eggs floated.
And even with different amounts of sugar.
In different amounts of salt, right? Yeah.
I know.
Go ahead. Micah?
I know if we add a teeny drop of one more pinch of salt, then it might dissolve a little teeny bit more.
Oh, yeah.
On the table.
All right, how does that sugar look?
Put that on the table, please. Thank you.
It's almost there. Do you want to try the egg? Let's take the stick out
It looks
and
like
put the egg in. What do you think is going to happen? Oh,
it's sinking.
Take a
So,
look at it from the bottom. Is it sinking all the way to the bottom? Yeah.
Maybe.
It's floating a little. It's floating a little. So what can we try next? We tried a quarter of a cup.
Oh, maybe. Or maybe we could do
More sugar, right?
Yeah, because then it will dissolve.
These are things that you guys can try at home and try these experiments. Maybe more
Listen.
sugar, maybe flour, maybe different amounts of salt. Maybe we had a lot of salt. Maybe there's yeah.
And then put in
Yeah.
So
And think of other ways that you could change the water. Maybe you want to try hot water or cold icy water. See how that changes what you have. So the scientific method that we had is basically 4 things. It's you ask a question. How do things float? We make a prediction, right? We think, well, what happens? I think salt's gonna make the egg float. That was my prediction. We tested it, right, with different ways, and then we made observations. We noticed which one was different and which one was the same. Thank you, Jacob. I have some hands up, so let's get some questions.
what if we put salt and sugar together?
Great.
Wow. Wow.
What else?
Maybe if you put it like
Salt and sugar together was the request.
if you put like salt and then maybe put like something that an egg can float on.
Yeah, like a boat? Yeah, I like that idea.
Or
Matthew.
maybe because there's water here, but I have water.
Yes, you do.
Or maybe when you can do a bucket and fill it with water, there's more water.
Oh, trying, what happens if you have more water in a
Why do you put
bucket?
water below?
So the amount of water might change?
Yeah, these are all.
That's a good question.
Or maybe if
I have another hand over here.
Okay,
I think that warm water would make the egg float because warm water, when
warm water, yeah.
it turns into steam
Oh,
so
yeah.
and floats up into the
That's
air.
a
So I
great
think it
idea.
would make force the egg up and
More.
try and make it go up too.
Yeah.
Oh my
These
gosh.
are all such great ideas. Okay, Micah, one more.
I knew if you add like baking soda to it, it might go up a little more, and then you add salt and
Yeah,
then
these are all
sugar,
things you've got at home, right? Baking soda, sugar, salt.
or some oil.
And here are some other great ideas that we have from the packet from the Sika. You can try other things like growing plants with different kinds of soil. Or taking a seed and putting it in different places in
Or
your
using
house.
glue.
What's that?
Or using glue.
Or say it?
Glue?
Glue for, oh, into the water? Yeah, into the water, that's a great idea.
The egg will stick.
It might stick, yeah.
It might not because the
So
water.
there's lots of things you could try for your science experiment. And then when you're done for the science fair, you get to prepare a display. And it looks like this. It's in your pocket from Miss Wutai, but you put your sort of arranged in these boxes. You write down what materials you would use, like the cups of water. You tell the procedure. You say what you did first, second, third. We put some water in, then we stirred in the salt, stirred it for a long time. And then we take pictures of our observations. What did we see? And then you talk about your data. What did you observe? Was it did it float? Did it not float? And you conclude. What was our conclusion of this experiment? Did salt help the egg float or not?
Well,
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead.
Did you know that if you put baking soda inside ketchup, then if you open it, it will go everywhere?
Whoa! Did you do that experiment at home? Oh my goodness. Baking soda and ketchup. That's amazing. I love it. That's a great experiment.
Great home experiment.
So if you guys are interested, I hope you all participate in the science fair and do your own experiments and present them. We are going to have some awesome judges that are scientists that can come and talk to you about your experiments. They do experiments all day long. And I'm sure they're going to want to learn about your experiments also. So thank you. I'm sure we can talk a little bit later for if you want, if you have time. But that's it for me.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, friends who joined us.